Right, welcome back to Dave's backyard. Right, I bought a wire stripper. It wasn't expensive, it wasn't flash, it was what I could afford, but it's electric as well. So I'm going to unbox it. Never done an unboxing video. Follow my channel for the short time it's been on, but why not? So let's have a look what we got. It seems good. Okay, cord. Yeah, what else we got? Wow, if you call that instructions, I don't think they're all that. Warm tips, warning. Right, I'll read that offline. Okay, let's have a look. Not much to it. A little motor, blades, and feed area. It looks like what I ordered almost. See if I can check that. You get some mounting screws for the bench, and an Allen key for Allen. And that's it. So I guess you get what you pay for, but we'll see if it works, because that's what's the most important thing. Right, go over there for now. Right, see how this thing, so that adjusts, that locks, and that somehow winds bugger all. Maybe that comes up. Yeah, that comes up off it. Okay. I see. So that's feeding it in. You gotta pick your little. God, I don't think it'd be any more complicated. But anyway, we'll figure it out. So that's what we do here. On off, 2 speeds. And plug. So let's plug it in. Turn it on first. Righto. Not even for the Australian market. Pause there and come back. Luckily for me, we've travelled. We have an adapter. Volts is it? 100 to 240. Okay. Okay, so it's safe. As safe as safe can be from where I bought it. Okay. Where it was imported from. We have a blue light. We have rotation. So it's not 1 and 2, it's forward and reverse, in case you want to go backwards. You want to restrip, you want to put the coating back when you want it. Let's try the speed. Very clunky in the gear, so you know, again, you can pay a fortune. But proof will be in the pudding, won't it? It's something easy like this HDMI cable. Don't really care, it's just going to strip the other sheath off, that's all we want. Wreck it, cost me nothing. Yeah. Can't see very well, sorry if the light's bad for you guys, but hang in there. Right, yeah, it fits, pinch it right. Okay, I reckon that's a bit deep. That looks pretty well lined up there. I reckon I'm just going to back that off a smidge. I don't want to tear through the copper inside. Let's give that a go, hey? Wish me luck, here we go. Oop, we're bogged. That's a good start. Oop, what have we done? What have we done? Feed it in slowly. Oh, not a fan, eh? Terrible. This is my line. You know what we have. see how good this is. It's rubbish. Put that up. No, that's great. Like that. No, on that. Hold that down. That's lined up. And pinch it down. Got a big one. Not a big hole. Yeah, okay, that's it. That's what's standing. It's fully cinched down. So. Wow, this thing is bad. Money back on this one. Or something like that. Because that, my friends, is rubbish. Looks like using a different force. Hey! Does cut terribly. Yeah, okay, well. I'll be ending up scrapping this. Right, I'm going to call it here because I don't have all day to just mess around, and neither do you guys watch me play with it. So, into that. Do not buy Ilocnezi, whatever that says, or what does it say here? Tamex. Tan fix. Tan fix. Do not buy a tan fix. Wire stripper that looks like this, right? Absolutely crap. Live and learn, people. Right, so I'll put this video out. I'll, let you know. Do not buy this, and I will ask them for a return policy on that, because that is absolutely rubbish. You've been told. It's been a couple of weeks, and I went to Amazon. I contacted the seller, asked for a refund and return. They never got back to me. Contacted Amazon, got a refund. So what to do with this? You have to excuse me too, we've got baby chickens in here hanging out in Dave's backyard, so just bear with me while you hear some peeps and cheeps. But there's only one thing we're going to do with this, because it's rubbish. I'm not using it, so let's get it apart. Grab it. It's a bit of aluminium. It says it's got a copper motor, so we'll have a look. Doesn't even want to come unthreaded. All right. Another go at that one. Spinning on that. Righto. Go. Perfect. Right. So they already look like aluminium. We'll have a look in a minute. Get this C-clip out. Undo all this crap. They're not magnetic. Interesting. That is slightly, so that can go in FE bucket. They're stainless. Rightio. Gotta love getting summoned when you're trying to film. That's cast. Cast. And of course steel. Rightio, how are we gonna get this bad boy apart? Here we go. Easy. All cast. Hey, see? Wasn't all for nothing. I got my money back. And I've got some good bits. Rightio, got those steel bearings. Put this in the vise. These blades are probably sharp, so I want to be careful and chop my fingers with them. It's a good idea grabbing hold of them. Okay, just not do it like that, let's do it like this. Maybe we won't do it like that. We'll do it like this. Oh, that's the left-hand thread. They torqued the good and tight. There we go. Magnetic for $180 Australian. Yeah, it did get pretty good quality parts, but sort of cast. These blades are steel. So it's stainless. These are aluminium. Magnet all the way, so it's steel over here. I haven't sorted steel yet. Probably do a better sort later on, but won't bother you with that. Right, junk there. Oh, come on, let's get rid of these. Put that in the stainless bucket. Put these in the stainless bucket. Aluminium. So we'll talk about it again. After I filmed that, I tried again to get this thing to work, and the two gears don't mesh, so you can adjust them down to work, so the gear and that one will work together and roll, but then it's too tight to put the wire through, or too loose, and then you tighten it down and then it jams up and nothing will work. So yeah, don't bother getting one of these off Amazon. Can't recommend them at all. Worry about that later. Or reverse switch and the power in the transformer. Let's take these out. I'll get this thing I'm gonna need Allen keys in a minute anyway, so. Allen keys. Moved everything around and now I can't find it. I'm trying to be organised here. It's my own detriment. The line up here because I can't see what I'm doing. For goodness sake. It's a problem. It's a struggle. Struggle is real. It's a square. So I put this on the wall, make it all neat and tidy. Now I can't see what I'm looking at. I'll just keep guessing. Those chickens are happy. Kept me barracking me on. You can do it, Dave. You can do it. Keep looking. You'll get there. You probably lose your audience, but you'll get there. And don't swear, because you might get a strike. Anyway, oh, you look out, we found something. No, we didn't. I'll be back. There we go. Didn't even leave, but I'll probably thought I did because I'll edit it a bit out. Still, I said a lot of people didn't see my reintroduction. That's fine. Not much, you know. I told you a bit about what I'm going to do, and what I'm up to. Take me a while to get this video out. Just need some time. Need some time to get some other stuff done. That's a nice piece of cast, isn't it? That is steel. Yeah, well, every day. Yeah, I think that might be pretty chunky, so I don't know. I'll have to check with my yards what's prepared and what's sheet. There right now. Right, let's get the shafts apart now. I've got the right size Allen key. And no, I didn't buy it just for the sake of pulling it apart. I really need a wire strip, a bucket of wire there to get through. So save up if anyone wants to give me one, yell out. But if not, I don't expect that handout, so I will get a Vivo one to start with. Vivo, sorry. That's a nice chunky piece of steel as well. Bit of weight. Cast, and these are magnetic. No, so they're stainless. I wouldn't say for that stripper that the quality of the parts were bad. It seemed to use good quality. Just a terrible design. You get that? I missed the mark, or maybe they, I don't know. Could still be me, I doubt it. Pretty handy, good at figuring things out. Even if sometimes I look like I'm struggling. Anyway, there we go, another piece of, I don't know what you call it, everyone calls them cast or extruded, which I know the difference, but some of this is like billeted. So you know when they forge aluminium from its base elements, or go through the processing, they make billets. Billets are put together using electricity, and then they mill it into bits from billet. So some of this feels like it could be billeted and been machined. If you do know, let me know, because I'll be interested. DC motor. I think it would have been direct AC would have been better. Or maybe it would have been a better quality piece of equipment. We'll get to the motor in a bit. Little gearbox here. Well, my aluminium bucket's filling up. I've got to go out and buy number 1 piece for that. Now wrecked them. No, they're halfway. There we go, just got to push hard. Yuck. Right, I'm going to put that in the parts cleaner, clean some of this grease off. Because I think it's an aluminium case and a lot of steel in here, so it could be aluminium. And I'm not, yeah, yuck. We'll deal with that later. So I scored a parts cleaner from work. The guy didn't want it anymore. Going to throw it away, and so I claimed it. It's been handy. Just clean up greasy stuff. Did a bit of car work lately. I haven't bothered filming because I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I do, but it's too hard really to try and film and work it out as I'm going. So sorry about that, but no, not missing much. See how it's machined. So that could have been machined from a billet. Copper motor. Oh, I think it's aluminium. I think it is. A couple brushes. That's steel. Let's just go in the file and have a look. No, it is copper. It did say on the label that it was a copper motor, copper wound motor, so they didn't lie. Part later. I'm not going to bore you with that. These couple of screws out here, so we can get the back off it. Bash that off. Using the wrong hammer at the moment. My ball peen is under the car, so I'm using a claw hammer. Pat hate of mine watching people use claw hammers to hit steel. If hit nails, steel nails. But yeah, anyway, we'll worry about that later. Do that off camera. Heaps of aluminum. I wanted to say because I watch too many Americans. That's nothing wrong with that. Take the brushes. I don't know what I'm going to do with the brushes. Take the copper off them anyway, and there's some brass contacts here, so we'll do that. Copper wire. Sort that out later once I get a stripper that works. Yep, from Australia. I mentioned that, didn't I? Earlier. Those chickens are noisy. You can hear them. It's like a dog eating. So a lot of people say, "Oh, what's this dial?" It's called a potentiometer. If you didn't know, and what it does is it turns on. You can have one that doesn't turn off. You go from 0 to 100%. So what it does is when we open it, you see it's like a dial with copper contacts or something, and as you increase, you get closer to the end, so it runs faster, and as you get closer there, it's slower. So it's got for the electricity to travel. I believe that's the basic explanation I'll give you. A bit more complicated than that, but yeah, potentiometer, if you didn't know. Potentiometer to open it up and smash it to bits. There we go. little transformer, expected transformer, because it's going from 240 volts or 110 volts AC to 12 volts DC. Who needs a stripper when that comes off like that, eh? Put that mine super fine copper bucket, tub, whatever it is down there. Anyway, so that's potentiometer. Lines up, lines down. Set your transformer off and throw that into, like a little blue Smartie on there, blue M&M. Smartie is it's the same as an M&M, but they were in Australia before M&Ms. And I think they're still around, haven't had one for a while, but it's just a little shell with a chocolate button. Anyway, let's get this off. I think we're done. I think that'll do. Not much excitement really, but it just goes to show. Bought rubbish, now it is rubbish. Scrap. Yeah, not much on that. I'll throw that in the I need to sort them out. I sound like everyone else. I'm thinking, well, these guys never sort anything out. Now I know. Now I know. If I ever become a full-time YouTuber, I'll try and do better. You can hold me to that. I doubt it'll happen. Alright, so there you go. Tidy this all up off screen, but you can see I've got a fair bit of loading in and out of it. Copper motor, bit of brass, some contacts, some bit of steel, but yeah, all in all, not all lost. Well, nothing's lost because I got my money back, and now I have just scrapped something, got a video out on it, put that in my scrap bucket for collection, so it's a win-win. I don't suggest people go out there and buy stuff and then try and get a refund just to scrap it. It's very fair on people trying to make a living out there. But yeah, that's what happens when you buy rubbish, I guess. Better than throwing it in the bin for the garbage man. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll get some more interesting content out hopefully very shortly. But for those who have subscribed, thank you. And for those who haven't and would like to, I'd really appreciate you just hitting that subscribe button. It costs nothing. It just helps me out, and I can hopefully keep growing. Alright, well thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one.